right, I'm Mike Morano reporting for DamoWildcats.com, and I'm joined right now by our head men's and women's tennis coach, Stephen Beatty. And Coach, a lot of action from this past week to recap. We'll start with the women's team. 4 matches over 3 days this past weekend. Your team splits the 4 matches, sitting at 5-5 overall for the season now. Picked up wins over Alderson, Broadus, and Oswego State. Suffered losses to District of Columbia and Walsh. So I guess just overall, what were your takeaways for the weekend on the women's side?
Yeah, it's a lot of tennis in a short amount of time, but they did very well. And we competed hard at every spot and had some very good results especially for the freshmen. And, it sets us up now. Not so many matches in the next couple of weeks. We have some, but nicely spread out. So hopefully, this past weekend was a lot on them, but we're going to be able to bounce back and continue, hopefully, doing well.
You mentioned that the success that your freshmen continue to have, and that's Christina Stasiak, Larissa Yuen, and Giovanna Pascalin. Really, all 3 of them making an imprint on this season as freshmen. Just talk about the contributions that they've had for your team this year.
Yeah, it's been pretty impressive that they've all stepped up, and right now, they're all playing 1, 2, and 3. We moved Tina up to 3 this weekend, and she had a big win against a girl from District of Columbia that, was super impressive. And she's been, Larissa and Giovanna have been playing really good doubles together the last few matches. And, Larissa's been doing well at 1, winning a lot and competing really hard there. So it's pretty cool to see 3 freshmen stepping up there, because let's see in 2 or 3 years how good they are too, And if they keep progressing at this rate, they're going to be very good the next couple of years. So
yeah, Christina's 9-5 in singles play this year, leads your team in singles wins. Larissa and Giovanna as doubles partners are 4-3 together over the last couple of weeks. So good to see them having some success. Just looking ahead for the women, 4 matches to talk about. A little bit more spread out, as you said, than this past weekend. So later this week, you guys will host Houghton Thursday, head to Niagara Friday, and then before we get a chance to reconvene, you and I here again, you guys will have a road trip to Pennsylvania where you'll face Shippensburg and Millersville. So what are you looking for out of the women's team in the next week?
Yeah, definitely. The matches this week will be good. Houghton, it's a D3 school, Niagara's a D1, so it's a different mix, but it's good for us to get that. And then playing the 2 D2 schools in Pennsylvania would be a good way for us to get set up to then continue conference play. But it'd be a good way for us to still get some good matches in and look at different teams that we haven't really, we've never played Shippensburg before, so it's a good team for us. And actually Millersville, we haven't never played on the women's side, so 2 new teams at Division 2 we haven't played, and hopefully we can come out with the wins against them.
Flipping over to the men go 2-1 last week. It was their first dual match action of the season, and I guess the first thing I need to ask you about is Mark Weitengruber set your program record for combined wins, singles and doubles last year. He did that in the match against RIT, which was an 8-1 win last Wednesday. Broke the record set by Gregory Lowe, who was one of the program's original recruits. Greg played here from 2012 to 16, so a former teammate of Mark's. Combined with the weekend action, Mark up to 67 wins now between singles and doubles play.
Yeah, Mark continues to impress. He's kind of played every aspect in the lineup from 1 to 4 in singles, and really 1, 2, and 3 doubles his whole career. So the fact that he's kind of had this many wins, and his team has gotten better at playing better schools, so it's impressive that he's still able to to perform this well, and he's breaking it now in his senior year in the fall in a shortened season. The spring is going to be even better. He's probably going to get a lot more wins in the spring, so he's going to definitely be able to keep extending his lead in that category. So
yeah, we should mention he was already coming into his senior season, was already your program record holder in singles wins, and he's as you said, he's been impressive. He's off to a 6-2 start in singles play this year, leads the team in singles wins. Another guy I want to bring up is Tim George. Tim is one of your freshmen. Had some real nice success early by winning his singles draw at your home tournament a couple weeks ago. And kind of went through some adversity, but in going through that adversity with a couple of losses, you still made the decision to bump him up to the top position in your lineup. And it seems like he's battled through that and got back on track with a win Sunday against Oswego.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely, to me right now, is very, very talented. And he definitely can hang at number one and do well at number one. He just has to get the confidence, maybe a little more confidence back where he had in the tournament, and just believe that he can play up there. But I believe that he can do it. And so, yeah, like you said, like losing two tough matches against two teams this past week and then coming back and doing well on Sunday, definitely to me proves that he can handle playing up there. And as a freshman, it's never easy playing one. And, we'll see how it goes. I mean, we said we have one more match on Thursday, then they're kind of off for a while. So, this should motivate him to keep doing the work in the off season and to want to keep that top spot in the spring. So,
yeah, just looking forward for the men. You mentioned it. Last match of the short fall season will be Thursday against Houghton, and then the men will shut it down and they get their extended season in the spring. So, what do you want to see out of the men's squad here in the last week of their fall season?
Really just putting everything they have left into like this last match. We did a very impressive job against Oswego. I think everybody really stepped up and did almost like a business-like match. Like it was very, good match for us. And I think that I want to really see everybody, working on things we've been working on in practice and continue to do that in this match, because they said that we shut it down after this and we still need to work on match play to get ready for the spring, because the spring is going to be a very tough schedule, and it's good, so.
Okay, well, we will have all you folks at home. We'll have you covered at DamonWildcats.com with all the information that you need on these upcoming matches for both the men's and women's tennis teams here at Damon College. And, Coach, we wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.